Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Daggerfall Unity, the Monk Challenge. We're trying to get through the whole game with just hand-to-hand to see how it works, and I believe that it actually does work. Also, my computer is back in working order. Oh my goodness, don't ever work inside of a PC with the power connected. I've never made that mistake before, and I shall never make it again. The PSU and the motherboard got zapped together, and guess what? They both took damage, and it could have been worse. It could have been worse, but it wasn't. So off screen, yeah, it's a little expensive. Off screen, I went to Castle Wayrest and we beat up the guards a little bit. I collected some loot and we got some skill points, and so we got a level and we increased our intelligence. Meanwhile, I've been drained of my strength for a long time, and so we cannot join the Mages Guild, but we can't do magic actually because we don't ever have spell points because of the choices we've chosen about our character creation. We just don't ever have spell points, ever. But if theoretically we could find a potion of raise attribute or whatever it's called, restore attribute, I guess, because otherwise that would imply that it's like going higher than it was, then it would work. And it would fix us, but I don't know exactly where to find potions. I only know where to make them, and it's a feature of this guild, but I don't know the recipe for a restore attribute. I guess there's probably a list somewhere and I could just make it anyway, and it's kind of cheaty, but this game is too obtuse and you should be able to have that knowledge. But also, if we had access to the magic item creator, then we could just create a magic item that when invoked will restore an attribute. And I don't know if you have to specify which one. That would be a little bit too much, I think, but we could do that if we had the rank. And so that's why we're here at the guild taking quests, so we can do that, because otherwise I'm not really sure what to do. I did hear there was a mod you can get to add traveling alchemists to taverns or something, and so you'll just randomly see them and they'll sell you potions. And I guess the same thing that always worked in vanilla, like you could just look at a shelf, and if you didn't like it, you don't buy anything, you just press escape and then look at it again, and it has new stuff every time. But they fixed that in Unity. You can't do that anymore, but you can still quick save and look at the shelf, and then if you don't like it, reload, and that works to my knowledge. And so if we can ever find a place to buy potions, we could do that. I hear that sometimes in chemist shops there's like a separate person that actually sells potions, because I do not have the mod for traveling potion people. So, but I don't think we really need it. And otherwise, I think if we caught a disease that drained, well, probably anything, I don't know, but especially strength. If we caught a disease that drained strength, but also maybe anything, then we could go to a temple and get it restored. But right now, I've been to temples, and they just tell me to get lost because I'm not diseased. So, we're doing quests. And let's do... Oh, yeah. Oh, I did a quest. That's a pretty good reward, actually. I did one of these off-screen, but because my GPU was completely inoperable for a minute, I had the faint notion to do it using integrated graphics, and the results were horrendous, actually. It was funny because like I did a test of the room of like just like a really simple scene, and I reviewed it and I said, oh, that doesn't look too bad. But then I started moving and it was like chop, 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 chop. And so don't ever do that. If you don't realize, like even the integrated graphics on 9800X3D, you'd think would be pretty useful. Actually, not really. It's only good for the desktop, and you could watch like multiple YouTube videos at the same time or something. But so let's see, just a review. I would get about how many frames per second? I think I was getting like 6 frames per second, and then I added more VRAM allotment, and I got like 8 frames per second. So I don't recommend that. And then I plugged in my old GTX 1080, and I was getting about 50 to 60 frames per second, so that was pretty cool. But then we plugged in the 4090, And now we're getting virtually about 300 frames per second. So that's kind of useless. Although, well, in this game, basically, the only reason you'd probably want such a high frame rate is to be more competitive, right? In multiplayer shooter games and stuff. It would make you more competitive. It really would. Because, like, even though, you know, you may think, like, oh, no one has such quick reactions to do that. But, like, think about it. Like, if your thing is faster than their thing, you have an advantage. And that's what you need. But anyway, let's take another quest. Yeah, let's take another quest. And the one we took last time, I don't know if it's still going to be here, but it sent us directly into a dungeon, which was awesome. And so we could do this one, which does eventually go into a dungeon, but you gotta ask people. I swear, every time I look at this, it has different stuff. The voices of the dead, that's gonna be... I tried to do this one, I couldn't figure it out. They were like, this person is a triple agent. Figure it out, and they live here. And I went there, and I like looked in their dresser, but it was private property, and there was nothing interesting but like clothes. And then if you talk to them, they're like, what? I didn't do anything. And then I didn't know what else to do, and I looked it up, and like no one talked about it. What is this? Oh, I should quick save before we do that. I should quick save. I mean, I did save. If you're feeling particularly brave, we request to unearth an object in ruins. Yes, I love ruins. I am absolutely capable. The Citadel of Hearthheart. The mark you'll recover has caused some trouble with the dead. It's just a mark. What could it do? I think you'd be doing them a favor by removing it, but perhaps rational thought is expecting too much of them. Have it here by 13 days. You'll be given a training session as a reward. Nice. Okay, and we can get our thing recharged now. I think that guy does it. And so we'll make use of this. And yeah, let's do it. It's the daytime. I don't know which direction we're going. Where is it? It's over there. Wait, where even are we? We're up here. Okay. Do 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 do. We need to go there though. Go fast. Oh god, it's so far. But we don't have to travel back, so that's good. Yes, go recklessly. And even though it's flat, we still fall through the earth. And of course, because we're trying to save time, then we'll get into a bunch of fights. But we still got BOSSFall enabled. Oh yeah, also when I was off screen, but we have our wagon. When I was in the castle, I stayed in a corner after I beat up enough people that they stopped bothering me. And I just stayed near a door frame in a corner. And I jumped in the door frame to jump more rapidly because my head hit the ceiling. And I ran into the corner to raise my running. And I climbed on the wall. And we became a master of running and climbing. And we're pretty good at jumping now. But I basically got too bored to continue the jump training. But I think the very best way to train jumping... I put my fist away. Fuck. Oh. Is actually, if you own a ship, then you can just go in town and find one of those store post holder things that are like just above your head height and stand underneath it and just hold down the jump key and you'll gain skills like mad. And you can just switch to your ship and then sleep on the deck. And then you'll level to 100 in jumping in no time. But yeah, for the Archaeologist Guild, climbing is actually one of the skills that you gotta have. Well, I mean that you can have to be judged by for rank. But you require 2 skills to get rank ups. And so it's not enough. We got close enough something to change the music. That was interesting. I don't dare like really go fast. This place is just really far away that we're going to. So I had to look at my skills and to discover like what to get good at. But essentially like the only other things... Yeah, it did happen. The only other things that they care about that you can get good at to judge you by are all languages. And I mean, theoretically, you could find a dungeon that's full of those things and just don't kill them and hang out near them all the time. But as far as I know, you only get one attempt to pacify them, like per creature. You had a bow. I have a wagon. Alright. Really? I barely moved. Yeah, we really screwed ourselves by taking banned steel. That would have made sense before we got BOSSFall, because BOSSFall totally redoes the way equipment works, and actually steel becomes the best thing as far as durability and usefulness. But iron is almost as good. But if you go higher than steel, then you lose durability. I think it's absolutely safe to sleep here. It's not. It's not any safer than anywhere else. Dungeon delving, are we? Oh my god, no! They've done it! Oh, that's so irritating. Oh, there's two of them! Let's concentrate on each other. This isn't fair. Yeah, do your pissant damage, and I'll get free. Don't use magic on me. I'm taking damage. Yeah, one thing that I don't have is any way to cast free action. Okay, well that was stupid. Okay, well they sent me to a different dungeon this time. And I guess since I'm not going to sleep, it's okay to use my shiny amulet to actually see what the hell I'm doing. It's got to be around here somewhere. Oh, there it is. Yeah, that was highly stupid. We don't need this anymore. We do need to arm ourselves. This door is just right here. There's skeletons. And it's... What the... Ah! No, leave. Sleep on the ground. Okay, try that again. I can kill a zombie. That ghost kicked my ass. I don't remember if we're like, well, that's really good. We have a wagon. I don't remember if we selected critical weakness to magic or something. It sure seems that way. I don't want to be someone who, just do it. It's quick save all the time. But I could be that person. There's gotta be something else in this room. Why was it locked? Because it guards a closet with nothing in it. I don't know. Did we come from there? We did. We did not go this way. It's a fucking vampire and they move super fast. And he's fucked up because of the geometry and can't seem to get down the ramp. Oh, I figured it out. They're not considered bosses. You can turn the speed down a little bit, I think, in the BOSSFall options, because they made this change. It's kind of stupid. You just can't be right there when they... Ah! If you watch the frame by frame, their animation, they have like normal, like human hands most of the time, and then when their fingers come up, they get all weird and long. I think it was like a, he turned around and I backstabbed him. Like a cheap way to make it look like a motion blur or something. Okay, that was an ancient. Wow, a Daedric longbow. That's gonna be worth a lot of money. We should sleep. Yeah, and I think, I don't know if any sort of blacksmith, like, repairs magic items. But I thought classically the, why don't you do it to that guy? You asshole. Don't use magic. Oh, I'm almost out of stamina too. Yeah, it's okay though, because there's no enemies here. Okay, we just narrowly avoided death. That's magical. It's not small. It weighs 10 kilos. I don't care. We have to find a thing. You're not scared. You could have a rat nibble on you, and that would probably give you a... Well, that would crush you. Although you don't get crushed in this game. Things will just, clip through you. Yeah, I'm not trying to get hit. Arrows are weightless. And if you're really patient... Oh, okay, ghosts aren't that scary. It's rice that are scary. We'll open it anyway. Nothing. There wasn't a secret door, no. Just a bench. I think bows are really light. You should probably just pick them up. All the time. Doesn't his face is supposed to be bony, but it looks shiny. Ivory, it's so valuable and so light. It doesn't look like bone. If you've seen Terminator 2, it looks like the white makes it look like shiny metal with a light shining on it, and so he looks like a T-1000. What? They're just dead. I didn't do that. Nope, I did that. Okay. I didn't go down there. I don't want to go down there. I mean, we can go down there, but we should save our game. I can still swim up and down. So your swim endurance is based on like your real endurance, I think. There's no way I could do this without buoyancy. Oh, you know what? I got an item once upon a time. I got an item. I had in my hands at one point in time, but I must have lost the save. A short sword of water walking. I mean, I'm certainly gonna die. I just want to know if by any chance there's like a reason to come down here. Better be good. No, there's not. Okay. Well, don't save the game, load it. Those keys are like right next to each other. Okay. Yeah, and because if we could, then I could get my favorite magical items repaired. Well, you were sneaky. Yes, the steel is the best because it has the same durability as the best, most durable items. But like Daedric has the least durability, but it's also the most like potent. Oh geez. Okay. I don't care. My light is running out. The mummy could give me sick, but he hits awfully hard. I should really go with the rat. A potion recipe, a good one. Resist poison. That's so specific. I don't know if looking at the things causes them to, okay, that could be good. That could be good. It's just random, right? It doesn't matter what it looks like. I have 2 of these. I want to know what this is. Let's save the game. What is holy water? The holy water broke. It was untouched, whatever it was. Okay. And this one also broke. And it was also untouched. I don't know what those are. I'm pretty sure we used both of them. We didn't use the same one twice. Really? That's not the underwater corridor. We just didn't go that way. Okay. I feel like I was already here. Where did you come from? Are staves worth carrying? I doubt it. They don't do a lot of damage. And, nothing special. Yeah, we went that way, but we didn't turn left. There's a bunch of things over there we didn't do. What? Oh. The ground looks weird. I don't know. Monster closet, nothing in it. A bat might make us sick. So we could get fixed. I guess we might as well sleep here. Even if our candle gets wasted. We have a real candle. We could use that. I mean, I at least like some warning before my magical items break. But we have it set up where they don't actually go poof if they break. Which you can do. You know, we think we'd level up in hand-to-hand. What is that noise? Oh, that's a good thing. But they're really heavy. We'll probably end up dropping it. The wall just looks weird. It looks weird. The weird wall. There was a door. It's just full of undead. In fact, one of the things I bought, in a different save, was an amulet of, Screw the Undead Scarab. Yeah, I bought that thing because they said my rank went up, and so I went around checking everything, but I thought I did that. I thought I did that, and that I saved the game. Maybe I never did that. Because maybe I didn't save, because I'd still have it. Because surely I wouldn't have thrown it away and said, sell this, but I never even went to go sell. I've only gone to sell once from the castle raiding. I never went to sell again, so I must not have gone and talked to everyone at the Archaeologist Guild. Which, most importantly, I recharged my mark when I did that. And I got the scarab. And I bought another locator, even though I have like piles of them. Yeah, and I carry them with me too, which I don't need to do. If you activate one, it becomes a magic item. But yeah, I'm carrying quite a few. And, I guess they give you one without telling you. It just appears in your inventory. Anytime you take a quest. Fuck. Okay, they have really nasty spells they can get you with. They're right there, but we can't get them. Just because they're close by doesn't mean that there's any way to reach them. Although, if there was one... Hey, rat, can you hit me until I feel quite bad? Because it doesn't do a lot of damage. I can just sit here until it says you feel quite... you feel somewhat bad. Okay, that's good. And then we can get our disease cured. And there aren't any diseases that kill us like really fast. I don't think. Although, we should probably, find the thing first. But, we'll save. I guess we're dodging procking, or we're dodging procking. We're procking, dodging, and stuff. There's actually pretty good training here. And if you ever did want to go to if you speak English, if you ever wanted to do a playthrough without magic, I'd recommend I would recommend I would recommend that you choose the advantage that you will be unaffected. What do they call it? Not resistant. You're like completely unaffected. I can't remember the words. This is bad. Sometimes they call it a brain fart. You know what I mean? Like you're not hurt by magic at all. And it's kind of a big cheat because like I think it affects a lot of things that you wouldn't think are magic. Because I think like Scorpion's paralyzed isn't really poison, it's actually magic. But maybe I'm wrong. There has to be like a chance. I'll look it up. Apparently they normally have a 5% chance to transmit a disease. But I've never caught one. I think our game got changed so that rats can't disease us anymore. Okay, well if we can't get a regular disease, then I guess we'll get a magic disease. Although vampires do so much damage, I guess we could carefully... If we could heal ourselves, then we could heal... I didn't get notified of those skill ups. For some reason, BOSSFall screws up your viewable skill progress and makes it just not work. And I have isolated it as definitely BOSSFall because I disabled BOSSFall while I was doing the grinding in the castle because I needed to know exactly when it was time to sleep and level up. Which, by the way, you can sleep in castles and nobody cares. You can just walk into a castle and sleep. Like, if it was like that in real life, it'd be full of homeless people. I thought I was naked. I should put on my armor, actually. Okay. Like, no, I have player nudity turned completely off. I probably don't have a peen. I probably don't, but we don't need to look. We don't. It's better if, wow, that was sneaky. Better left to the imagination, eh? There could be something funny under there. Nobody will ever know. I mean, they're good weapons. How did you get there? Because we came this way. Wait, the exit is there? Okay, well, we've explored quite a bit. I think it's time to use a locator. We'll use one. There it is. I have no idea if this goes that way. This goes in a big circle. Are you serious? There's a closed door. It's bad form to run at full speed around in a dungeon. But you can still do it. Okay, well, if these things really just disappear after one hit, then they should definitely be sold, not invoked. But yeah, you know, a 5% chance. We must have some mod that made it. There's seriously no door in here? Why? Who would put a shelf that far away from a wall? That's just stupid. Like, it gets most of its structural integrity, right? From touching the wall, because otherwise it could fall over. Because, you know, it's not really shaped in such a way. Ow. I need to figure out how to get there. It doesn't show up on the mini-map. Then it'd be really useful. There's not a door here. I always think that, like, where there's torches, there would be doors, but it's not so. It's not. Surely you have to go this way. And we know how to get some of the way here. And how to go up. Oh yeah. We left treasure? Oh, it was heavy. We did explore this. We did. It's just right there. But we didn't go here. Why didn't we go here? And it's locked. But you have to go in. And no one's here. Yep. There it is. You inspect the amulet. It has an engraved symbol of a moon. You seem to hear howling as you hold it, as well as whispering in an unintelligible language. We speak those sometimes. You can't go in. It doesn't. It doesn't. Okay. There's like one hallway that I want to check. And we might die. It's just a zombie. These don't kill us anymore. The zombie's tougher than the ones in Scourge Barrow. Yeah. It's gotta be worth something. Ew. That is a potion of orc strength, I think. Okay, well. There's a wall there. Oh, but there's not. We didn't go... What? But we went that way. We didn't go this way. Yeah, uppercut. Uppercut the rat. Ah! Is this what I think it is? Wait, restore power. That probably just gives you mana or something. Let's save the game. And drink it. What kind of power? Not our kind of power. Oh, it gave us mana. Okay, so theoretically, we could take one of those potions and then cast a spell if we knew one. But the only way to create spells is if you're in the Mages Guild. And we can't join the Mages Guild because we don't know how to do magic at all. We've never practiced magic, and all of our magic skills are at like 4 or 5. We haven't tagged any magic skills at all. They're all miscellaneous. So we could do quests for the Mages Guild that they would want to let us into the guild, but there's still a minimum threshold. You have to get like 25 in something. About. I know because I've had to do that before. Did you know that you can take the questions in Karagen and answer them in such a way that the Mages Guild hates you? It's true. Is there anywhere else that we want to go? I don't think there is. Are there walls there? No, we could go there, but it's far away, and that's enough for now. Like, if I could TCL around, then it'd be convenient. But I can't. We got 90 in hand-to-hand. That's so good. We're doing a lot of damage. Yeah, and because of the mods that we have, the material of our gauntlets improves our 2-hit. But also because of other mods, Khajiit does more damage in hand-to-hand a little bit. Not a ton, but a little bit. And also has better 2-hit. That is, we're more accurate. So anyway, let's get out of here. That's enough of that. So, let's turn this in now. What a joy to see you. This little object is quite powerful. I'll mitigate the enchantment for now, so you can get some peace and quiet, but I'll merely say this is worth years of studying texts. Just listen to it closely, you'll learn a lot. If we hear of some other similar trick at all, I hope you'll be up for the challenge. Have your gold. Thank you once more, Scratchy. Your service is well received. And now we're at 67, which is a little bit higher, but I think we need to go even higher still, so we'll probably just keep doing this. And darn it, we need to have high enough intelligence, but we have 65 intelligence, so I guess I can look up and find out how far that gets us to see if we need even more. I think we need more, but I'm not sure. I'll have to look it up. But I'll do that off screen. If you've been watching, thanks. Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye.